Hey, my friends, this is Tracy Kirkley with Cry-Like Realtors in Olive Branch, and I hope that your new year is starting off just in a fabulous way. And so today, I just wanted to give you a quick market update. Now that all of the numbers are in for 2020, wanted to just give you a feel for what has happened in the real estate market for Desoto County in 2020 and what we're anticipating moving forward. So this is going to be broken up into a few different segments. First, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of what has gone on in the market in 2020. I want to discuss with you what that means for buyers and sellers moving forward and in our current market. A few thoughts on what we anticipate seeing this year in 2021. And then if you hang on till the end, I'm going to give you some specific information for each of the municipalities in Desoto County. So hang with me. The first part's going to be the meat of this, though. In 2020, we had 3,691 homes sell in Desoto County. That is up 9% from 2019. So we had a 9% increase, and our median home price was $237,500, which was an 11.5 increase over 2019. So both the number of homes sold and the prices rose over the market time in 2020. Now, the biggest reason for that, honestly, is COVID related. Buyers started looking in an entirely different way. They were looking for more rooms, more space in the house, more space outside of the house. As well, because of COVID, supply prices for builders raised. That caused some dips in the number of homes that could actually be finished and completed in 2020. And then we also had a segment of sellers who were concerned about having their houses on the market during the pandemic. So all of that combined actually caused demand to rise with the buyers, but our supply went down, which is what really made the prices increase. But the number of homes sold really had to do with the fact that buyers needed different types of homes than what they've needed in the past because they're working from home and the kids are schooling from home, and there's just a lot of different life changes that have happened. So what that means also is that in our market currently, we have today 204 homes for sale in Desoto County. Now, I want you to compare that to January of 2020 when we had 590 homes for sale at the same time. So right now we have nearly only a third of the inventory that we would have at this time of year. Obviously, that is going to slow down the buyers because there's not much for them to be looking at, but it's going to raise the prices continually because of the supply and demand, okay? And of those 204 houses, here's the thing, 108 of those are new construction. Some of those have not even been started yet, all right? So that's going to further pressure the prices. So what does that mean for buyers and sellers today? All right, sellers, you are in the driver's seat, okay? That's, again, supply and demand. You have something that all of these buyers want, all right? So that's going to help you with even during these winter months when normally things hit a slowdown. If you have been on the fence about whether or not you wait till spring or till summer, hey, I'd say jump off the fence. And I know I said that in my last market update too, but that's going to be the same thing moving forward. We still need more houses on the market, okay? Now, if you're a buyer, what that means is you're likely going to be in a competitive situation, all right? That means that there's going to be multiple offers on a lot of these houses, okay? When that happens, you as a buyer need to be as prepared as possible to make an offer quickly, to make a strong offer, and I'm seeing houses go anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 over asking price. Now, we have to get through appraisal, and that's a whole other conversation. All right, but buyers who are winning out on the bids typically are not asking for help with closing costs, so you need to make sure you've got your down payment saved up and your closing costs saved up, all right? You've got to, again, when a house hits the market, you can't wait around to go take a look at it. You've got to go look at that house really within probably the first 24 hours because they are moving that quickly. That really is going to be in most all price ranges. The higher up we go in price range, that might not be as quite of a competitive situation. There might only be a few offers as opposed to 10 or 15 offers, okay? If you are below $250,000 and looking, you are going to be in an extremely competitive situation. All right, both buyers and sellers right now need to make sure that they are working with a very experienced agent who knows how to navigate through the processes in this type of market. All right, if you're a seller, the reason is you need to make sure that you can evaluate all of the offers that you might get, and also that you position yourself and price yourself to get the best offer, okay? Just because you put it out there doesn't mean that you're going to be priced right. You need to still price it where it needs to be, and sometimes then you're actually going to be able to get above that because your agent has advised you in a good fashion, and you've still got to get it staged correctly so that it shows the best. But then getting it under contract is one thing. You need that agent to help you get it all the way to the closing table. All right. And there are a lot of things that we need to go through with that. Now, as a buyer, you need somebody who is really adept at working multiple offers and helping their buyers win out in a competitive situation. So you really need some guidance as a buyer these days to navigate this process, because we have not seen this many offers on houses in a long time. I've been doing this over 18 years, and this is an unprecedented market. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on in the market. That's how it's going to affect buyers and sellers. Now, what do we anticipate in 2021? Quite honestly, because interest rates are still so low, and that's one of the things that's driving the buyers into the market, and we anticipate that they are going to remain at the levels that they are. Lauren Chun, who is the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, does not anticipate or forecast that interest rates are going to be driving up anytime soon. Okay, so we are going to still be in a very affordable interest rate position for buyers. That means that they can actually afford a little bit more house, so that's a good thing. We are going to anticipate that inventory is going to remain low. Again, some of that has to do with building supplies. Some of that has to do with building starts. However, as the vaccination starts being distributed throughout the nation, I feel as though, and I'm hearing nationally from others who are predicting, that as we move closer into the summer months, maybe where folks, a larger portion of the population has gotten the vaccination, that some folks are going to feel a little bit better about having people in their homes. Okay, so maybe towards the summer, things going to start opening up a little bit more with regard to inventory. Might be even a better reason now to get your house on the market while there's not the influx of inventory that might come in later in the year. Okay, so that's kind of how we're looking forward. Now, one thing too that I have had some sellers have some hesitancy about is, Tracy, if I put my house on the market, what if I can't find another house? Well, there are several different options that we can work with there. And I have had different sellers in different situations where we have been able to negotiate with buyers who are buying their house to allow the sellers to rent their house back so that it gives them time then to go ahead and find the next house. So there are a lot of different things that we can look at. So again, you need to make sure that you're working with an agent that can help you put the right game plan together to get you where you want to go. All right, so let's talk now about all of the different municipalities. I gave you the general for DeSoto County, 9% increase in the number of homes sold and an 11.5% increase in the median sales price. So I'm going to look over at my list a couple of times here and make sure that I don't mix up any of the municipalities. So in Hernando in 2020, there were 569 homes sell. That was a 14% increase in the number of homes sold, and the median price was $265,900, which was an 11% increase. About a third of those homes were new construction. All right, in Horn Lake, there were 298 homes that sold. Now, that was actually only about a 2% increase over the number of homes that sold in 2019, but that median home price raised by 8% to a total of $144,950. So that was the median price in Horn Lake in 2020. In Olive Branch, there were 1,276 homes that sold, which was a 6% increase in the number of homes that sold over 2019. Now, the median home price jumped the biggest of any of the municipalities, and that was 12%. So that went up to $270,000 for the median home price in Olive Branch. In South Haven, I've broken this up into two different sections. I've got the 38671 zip code, which there were 616 homes that sold. That was a 5% increase. And the median price was $165,000, which was a 10% increase from year to year from 2020 over 2019. In the 38672 zip code for South Haven, which is more of that Get Well corridor, DeSoto Central area, the number of homes that sold there was 557, which was a 14% increase. That was our biggest increase. That, along with Hernando, had a 14% increase in the number of homes that sold, and the median price raised to $257,000, which was a 7% increase. The one thing I want to point out to you about DeSoto Central is nearly half of the homes that sold in 2020 were new construction. 46% were new construction. That is a big chunk there. So obviously there's a lot going on in the DeSoto Central area with construction right now. And Silo Square is just one of those. And boy, that's going to be a neat area once that gets finished up. Now, Walls, there were 102 homes that sold. That was a little bit less than what sold in 2019. And the median home price was $177,450, which really was even with what we had in 2019. So not a lot of change there in the Walls area. So again, Hernando and the South Haven 38672 had the largest percentage of increase of number of homes. And then Olive Branch, Olive Branch had the highest percentage of the price going up. So I hope that helps you out. If you've got any questions about the market, if you've got a question just about your neighborhood and maybe what has sold in there, don't hesitate to give me a call. I'm here, and you can call me or you can text me at 901-210-8045, or you can always shoot me an email at tracy@tracykirkley.com. You can also go to my website. There you will find this type of market data. If I spouted it out a little too quickly for you, or you need more information, or again, just want something on your specific neighborhood. I hope that has been helpful for you. If you've got any questions, just let me know, and have a great 2021.